Welcome back to Screen Sleuths. I'm Chris, and it is time to deep dive into the first two episodes of the mystery show Sunny on Apple TV. And based on the trailer, I wasn't 100% sure what I was getting myself into, but this is an interesting show. I really enjoyed the first two episodes. It gave me Severance vibes, which for me is never a bad thing. So if you're a fan of theories and hidden secrets, or just have questions about what you saw, you're in the right place. Now let's talk about Ematech and the hackers. Many viewers believe the company is the villain, and I did too. But what if it's actually the hackers who are the real threat? The hackers are creating a guide that seems to manipulate the homebots into doing unconventional jobs, potentially even causing them to harm people. And let's think about it. Division 5 gives off a sinister vibe, but it's mainly because it's deemed as off limits. Maybe it's not what it seems. Those random rooms could be training grounds for the homebots to learn how to operate in the real world, and it may be off limits because it's proprietary tech. And remember the intense intro scene? It looked like a robot fight club gone wrong. After a closer look, we can see that the man who was unalived simply tripped and fell into the path of the attacking homebot. We also see another homebot already on the floor with a broken faceplate, which most likely means that it was the target of the attack and not the human that happened to fall in the line of fire. Some of the hackers, however, might be the ones corrupting these bots, turning them into killers, possibly working with the Yakuza to repurpose the bots for espionage or even assassination. Granted, the mention of the Yakuza may not be linked to the potential political assassination that we saw or the spying that is being done on Susie by the mystery man's homebot, but using this technology for these ends would be like hiding in plain sight. It seems increasingly clear that Massa is either the creator of the Dark Guide or an active player within the hacker group managing it from the shadows. His Hanko, essentially his signature, being the symbol for the hackers, strongly suggests his deep involvement. Additionally, the fact that his mother took down the image from her house has been up for years and suspiciously threw it away implies that she knows more about his role in the group than she's letting on. Now, the code that Massa terminated in the Yellow Room after the attack might be what the antagonists in the show are looking for and could explain why the Mystery Man's homebot attempted to read Sunny's code when it delivered the fake yellow shoes. And the possible shared tattoo between this man and Massa indicates they both might have been part of the same hacker group, but seeing where things were leading, Massa fled to escape the group. And his decision to take Zen could be seen as an effort to protect him from being used as leverage. Leaving his wife behind would make their fake death seem more convincing, especially since Susie was clearly unaware of this hidden aspect of his life. Because as Susie finds out after talking to Massa's coworkers, the kind man she knew from home is not the same man that they knew at the job. But let's talk about Sunny. It is strongly hinted that she was the attacking homebot that Massa covered with a cloth at the end of episode 2. It is especially evident during the scene at Ematech where the programming stopped her from entering because of a Division 5 protocol, and she responded to Susie with a no, as if recalling a protest against doing something, which may have been a flashback to the moments before the attack that happened in the Yellow Room. Also, we're told throughout the show that Sunny only has access to 2 days of her memory, but she seems to recognize the man during the morning exercises that was also in the Yellow Room with Massa after the attack. So how much does she remember, or is someone looking through her eyes like the Mystery Man does with his own homebot? Sunny's advanced programming, the inability of another homebot to read her code, and her ability to dream all lend credence to the theory that Massa has embedded important but probably really dangerous information within her. It is also worth noting how Sunny reacts to TVs displaying almost psychedelic imagery. This could relate to an article Susie reads in bed about the spike in home deaths during the holidays, which may suggest that the lighting and decorations of the season might act as a trigger for some of the bots. Notably, the lights in the room during the attack were red, a traditional Christmas color, which could be significant. In the end, this show is incredibly timely, reflecting on the rise of home assistants and their permanent presence in our lives. As people become increasingly accustomed to interacting with AI daily, the the series offers a glimpse into how this technology could be misused if it falls into the wrong hands. And that will wrap up this deep dive. As usual, we want to hear your thoughts, and if you have questions that we didn't cover, drop them in the comments so we can discuss. And if you like what we're doing and want more, let us know by liking and subscribing. Until next time, as usual, stay sleuthy.